I love it already.
There we go.
Yeah.
Aha. All right. So if you take a look at this map, those of you who have played with me before may be familiar with Izmir, but if you look roughly in the center of the map, there's a mountain range called Tybalt's Range. And today's adventure takes place not in Tybalt's Range, but in the city to the south end on that little peninsula to the south of Tybalt's Range, which is...
Pilot, all I'm seeing is the opening screen.
It's on the Discord group chat.
Yeah, it's in the Sunday chat room.
Damn, this person did a good job.
They really did do a good job.
Ooh,
Did this use Incarnate?
I am not sure what they used, to be fully honest.
I've been working with Incarnate a bit for my campaign, and it looks like it.
It's really, really good. That's like Skyrim map quality.
It's very...
I might try that out because that sounds a lot easier than my method, which is legitimately drawing it out.
However they did it, I'm really happy with it. It looks really good.
It's beautiful.
So that city, that little town icon you can see on the southern end of Tybalt's Range, just south of the T in Tybalt, you can see there's a city there called Aldous. Aldous is known as the City of Fog. It's located at the base of the mountains just before Tybalt's Range begins. And it's called the City of Fog because the cool air of the mountains and the warm air of the oceans meet and cause daily fog in the city in the evenings. And you all have been doing your quests here for quite some time. And working in various areas. You've just come back from Grazim, where you've done several quests up there, up near Walgut and the Cauldron, all of those places. You've looped back around to Aldous in the middle here, and now that you've arrived back in the city of Aldous, things are in a bit of an odd state. You notice people seem to be in various states of distress. There's a lot of things that need to be done around town that aren't getting done, and I think the first thought of any adventurer when they get to town is I need to go to the Adventurers Guild and check in with them and see if there's anything that needs to be done, of course. But as you decide to head into town and head for the Adventurers Guild, you notice that it is blocked off. There are guards standing on every street corner surrounding the Adventurers Guild on the edge of town. And first I thought it was let's get wasted. Also a valid option. Getting wasted is also a valid option as soon as you get to a town. But being the noble adventurers you are, of course, duty is your first thought, probably, even if it's not, either way. You arrive in town and you swing by the Adventurers Guild, but it's blocked off. Town guards from Aldous have every street corner accessing it closed off, and they don't seem to be too keen on letting anyone pass. As you all approach and ask a few questions, you learn that there has been some strange happenings in the Adventurers Guild. The Adventurers Guild, the compound itself, basically is haunted, from what the rumors that are going around anyway, and it's been evacuated for the safety of the surrounding townsfolk and the adventurers therein. So you all, not really in the middle of Aldous, you're kind of on the edge of the town. The eastern side of Aldous is where the Adventurers Guild is. So you're kind of like just like a step, like maybe 50 yards outside of town is where the Adventurers Guild is. It's a large square compound with like a fort almost. You can see that the torches on lit and burning, and one of the local guards tells the group of you that these haunting strange occurrences have been happening probably for the last week or so, but it wasn't until someone was found dead on the compound in extremely strange and paranormal circumstances that they decided to evacuate the facility until someone could be found to investigate further. So,
Sorry, what was the facility in question?
the Adventurers Guild.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. How about you? You all want to try to check this out? I mean, we're pretty good at figuring things out, and I mean,
yes.
Before we agree to that, is there any fee for destroyed property?
I think if you speak to the guards that are guarding the outside of the facility, they would kind of look at each other and go, You probably need to speak to the person in charge. And if you give me just a moment, I will have more of that
Thank you.
information. Yeah, no problem.
I looked through the group. Anybody else notice how it seems like we do some random, not much helpings except on Sundays around 5 p.m. Just kind of weird. It's like almost like a weekly thing,
Right, and then
especially in
Sunday.
all this.
It's very, very astute observation. Yes, I almost feel like we're being pulled into a vortex.
Your sense of time is just off.
Around Sunday evening at the very least.
Sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulty with my Google Drive. I'm on a new internet, and it's not quite as fast, unfortunately.
Well, looks like we were not going to get paid if we don't help out with whatever's going on here. So I guess I'm helping you guys out, right?
If you want, I mean, appreciate the help. You're pretty good at finding things out. At least
Yes,
I
you're
hope
pretty.
so.
You're pretty good at sneaking.
Well, you're probably talking about my
The
brother.
merrier, friend.
Little guy,
Ah,
green
right,
skin.
right. Yes.
Yeah, he's
You
the
two
sneaky
look
one.
so. Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
Jason, that's a dragonborn. His the other character was
Oh,
a god.
I'm
sorry.
a what?
Sorry, I thought he was playing.
Thought your character was a dragonborn.
You know, that's what Dad always called me, but I thought he was just making a joke.
No, I'm sorry. You're a dragonborn.
I thought it was a bugbear. Huh. Well, I guess I'm a little bit large.
Mm,
You're definitely of the dragon variety. I can attest. I've had some experience with those.
more like your parents at some point. Somebody got too drunk at a party.
I think Papa Goblin said he
There's
found me on
a
his
relation
doorstep.
between dragonborn and dragons. Unless
Sorry.
you're thinking of a half dragon, there's no relation between dragons and dragons.
You mean those guys with the tails? I don't have a tail.
No, I was referred to Pyrokin. How he's he's an elf with this magic and dragonary, which means somebody had a bit of a fun party.
Actually, I was blessed and endowed with dragon magic.
From
One might say a dragon daddy.
yeah, your mother or father, or great father or grandmother, somebody was blessed with a fun night.
Wait, your dad was a dragon? In that case, you're my cousin! And I try to hug him.
Yes, we're both fire dragons. Come here.
Brother Jack didn't say anything about you.
Well, he didn't really like me too much. Well,
Oh, that's okay. He doesn't like many people.
He was kind of neutral about me. He didn't. He was a bit more sneaky, and I'm a bit more on the direct route.
Well, let me tell you, if he ever tries to hug you, you might want to check your pockets.
Noted.
I found him to be quite the comfortable character. He was great friend. I believe we embraced at least once, though it may have been the
And?
time I threw him at another man. So, as far as I can tell, he is a Hagen.
So you must be the guys he was working with, and he brought home all that dynamite. Dad was mad.
Okay, I'm ready. Sorry.
More like mad or jealous?
Like half and half.
Fair.
As you're having this conversation, you see a very tall, well-dressed, well-armored woman approach the party, and they just look at all of you and say, "What seems to be the problem here? You're not trying to get back into the compound, are you?"
Trying to help the compound so the compound could be opened and people can drink and get jobs again.
Yes, well, you're not the first adventurer to try and sneak back in or trollop back in or whatever you're trying to do. Listen, I'm Captain Varnes. I'm the captain of the guard here in all this. What exactly is your business here? Are you seriously trying to go